and welcome to the 6th episode of podcast. Today, this is I am Tyler Master Mateo. We got Josh Weinberg, Gabe Proya.
I'm Gabe.
And
Josh.
we got our guest for the week, Yuki.
こんにちは。本当歓迎です。どうぞよろしくお願いします。雪浅山です。
Yuki's from New Jersey or something. Yeah. Guys, what are your feelings about this week?
I'm feeling alright.
I'm feeling pretty optimistic, you know?
Optimistic?
Yeah.
本当朝ね、バイブ使っていて、もう本当楽しかった。ありがとう、ジョシ君。
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. I agree.
I
I
agree
agree.
with that.
I'm feeling the
it's
same
tough,
way.
but I agree.
Yeah.
So let's kick it off with a
Traditional Josh story.
Right.
Traditional Josh story.
It's the weekly Josh.
いいですね。
This week at my school, to kick stories off, there were jazz band auditions to see who'd make it into the jazz band, of course.
Right.
And I'm horrible at auditions. I'm super nervous. I was auditioning on guitar, and like before the audition, my hands were shaking, and I thought that would affect my playing. So I go into the audition room, and I don't remember anything else from there because I just mentally blacked out. I don't remember what happened or what I played, but I got a good grade.
And you passed the audition.
I did pass the audition.
Thank you.
やるな。
It's almost kind of it's relieving because like you don't remember what you did, so you don't really have to think about it too much.
I guess so.
And like
So if I asked you,
yeah.
like, what did the person giving the audition, what did he talk to you about? What kind of questions did he ask? Would you be able to answer my question?
No, not at all.
So you have no idea what he said to you?
No.
You walked into the room. He was sitting at his desk.
And then it kind of went, and then like,
それって
and then nothing.
ちょっと脳みそが超えてんじゃない？
I mean, not really. I kind of just went into the room and then nothing.
はいはいはい。
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like that's understandable. I'd say.
Yeah.
I've experienced that as well. Like, in a stressful situation, that can happen. If you're really worried about the outcome of the situation, like, and you're under a lot of, if you're putting yourself under a lot of stress, it's really common to just not remember anything that happens.
I mean, yeah, that's happened.
At least it's blurry.
Do you know if you did well?
I didn't even leave with. I left. I was walking down the hall, and then I think I snapped back to like consciousness for a second. I'm like, wait, that just happened. I had no memory of it. It was crazy, but I made it, and you know what? That's
all that matters.
The moral of the story is the true meaning of friendship.
Yeah.
どういうことだよそれは。
I mean.
Well, not really.
Yeah.
No.
ああ、でも確かそう言われるとそうですね。
Is that you really think that's true?
That's an opinion, but okay.
ぶん殴るぞ。
Yeah. I mean.
Anyway, so do you think that's a blacking out in a stressful situation? Is that helpful or bad?
Oh, I think it's helpful because I wasn't really stressing about how I really did afterwards because I had no idea how I did. So it's just it's just up to however.
Yeah, well,
it's just whatever happened that happened.
I don't think the fact that you blacked out hindered your skill.
No, if anything, it could have helped because the nervousness could have gone away, but I don't really know.
You don't know.
And you'll never know.
I will never get that piece of life that I lived back.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like if I blacked out during an audition, I would be stressing out over sort of what I did if I did well, right? Because what if I actually just fucking fainted during the audition? You know what I'm saying?
I can't really understand you.
ごめんなさい。僕はな、本当実際ブラックアウトしたな。本当怖いんで、ちょっとどうしようかなって。
Yeah, definitely. That's kind of what I was saying.
That's what we're saying. Yeah.
So if you black out, you don't know how you did. That can make it more stressful. Is what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry.
はい。そういうことです。
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you. All right. So getting here was a little bit difficult.
Yeah, we planning these are very sporadic. It's not organized. We're horrible. That's why, one of the reasons why we missed 2 episodes.
It's Saturday currently.
Yeah.
Wait, why do we miss 2 episodes again?
Why? Okay, so we missed our first episode because
I forget.
we missed our first episode because it was the Jewish high holiday. It was Rosh Hashanah, and we were all away or busy, so we couldn't meet to do the episode that week. And then the following week, the real reason we missed it was because we were celebrating the 1-week anniversary of having missed our first episode.
So any of you guys, the real reason why we actually, exactly what Gabe said.
I don't know what reason we gave, but that was the real reason.
Yeah, we were just celebrating the fact that we had missed 1 week. It was our first time for missing, so we had to celebrate. Therefore, we had to miss the podcast.
It's really a big milestone.
Big milestone.
It was
every podcast has one. Sorry, I'm gonna say it both in Japanese and then English, right?
I'm sorry?
I'm speaking Japanese right now, so our Japanese viewers can
I think he's
understand what
gonna
we're saying, right?
translate it into English.
I'm saying Japanese right now. I'm gonna translate it to English,
Okay,
right?
cool.
じゃあ、なんて言ったっけもう忘れちゃった。でも、わかるよね、大体わかる。
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, alright. So trying to it's Saturday right now.
Right, okay.
Trying to organize it. Gabe called Josh.
I did. Okay, so this morning there was a lot of confusion about where we were gonna go and like when we were supposed to come over to Josh's to record and everything. So and Josh wasn't responding to text, so I figured I'd use my phone and I'd call him like a human and talk to him, and it was
Dude, we all know you're a cyborg. 君サイボーグでしょ
yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm only half human is really is what he's trying to say. So I call Josh on the telephone like you're supposed to do, and it was really awkward. Like I've known Josh for years, and we talk like when we're talking, it's not awkward ever. But on the phone, we were talking over each other, and we just couldn't communicate like humans. And
That could have been Josh.
It was very awkward.
it could have been Josh because he's
Yeah.
Anyway, it just made me think like, why don't we use our phones to call people? Why is it even called a phone if we never call anyone on it?
Yeah, I think that's a common. Yeah.
We should just call it a texter.
Yeah. I don't know.
I
That's
mean,
a lot.
I think we could probably come up with a better name than Texter.
Yeah.
It's messenger, mobile messaging device.
Mobile I.
How about your gateway to the virtual world?
スマートブリック
Well, of
That
course.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like that. I like
I
that
like
idea.
Okay, think of it this way. Pretty much, what percent of smartphones out there do you think are iPhones?
I'd say.
A good amount.
Well, okay. Well, in
If you
China,
take 100 high school students from our high school, how many, and that all had smartphones, how many do you think would have iPhones? How many do you think they would have another phone?
it's probably 75% iPhone.
Yeah.
In our school.
In our
yeah.
school.
Well, I mean, our school is full of like white trash.
Sorry.
あ、ごめん。ほんと白人のゴミかすがな。
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're totally right. Like most of the school.
Most of the
so-
school
so-
is white trash, I would say that.
Yeah.
But if like again in China, like Huawei is the #1 cell phone manufacturer.
I don't.
And if you took 100 high school students in China, like I'm sure most of them would have a Huawei phone, and very few of them would have Apple phones. And you guys probably don't
Trying
know.
to come up with a pun
China.
for Huawei, but I can't.
Huawei. That's because it's not English. You can't make-
Huawei. Which way is it? Oh.
It's good. It's good.
It's good. Josh, I don't know.
So anyway,
fun, man.
B プラス。
yeah.
It's hilarious.
B プラス joke. Not good enough. You get the beat.
Alright.
Anyway, back to the topic at hand. It's what do you think that says about us as a people that we're better and more used to texting with our devices than talking to each other like a phone call.
It's like texting is like a lot more convenient. It's like with Snapchat. Like someone uses Snapchat to like communicate with someone even if they have their phone number because it's just like quick. It's like snap.
I mean, I feel like there's also the fact that they're like, you know, when you talk to someone face to face, you're kind of nervous because they're looking at you. You can see their body gesture, right?
I guess so.
If you're on a phone call, that's like sort of toned down. Texting is like the very minimum of that, right? You don't have to see how they're reacting to you. You just see fucking LOL, go die.
Sorry.
What is he saying? I mean, I'm just answering you. I can't
Ching
really...
chon ding dong. Hiroshima Nagasaki wasabi.
Oh,
yeah, you're right.
You know, that's Yuki for you.
that's what that means.
So it is easier, you think, to talk just with the minimum amount of communication versus like having to put words together in full sentences.
Yes, sir.
That does make sense, but I feel like you can say more and like communicate faster. And with a phone call, think about it. It would take you like an hour to like write to have a full conversation on text, but it could take you maybe like 20 minutes to have a full conversation.
Big facts.
Well, maybe that's like the other factor, right? Because you have to think a lot faster while you're talking. So, you know, there's a lot more things going into talking than there is just texting and stuff like that. Sure, you can look over what you're about to send, right? You can use Grammarly or some other app. But if you're talking, if you say something fucking stupid, that's it. You're labeled as a really stupid person.
Yeah.
Sushi.
Oh. I always want to know what sushi meant. Always wanted
What
to
a
know sushi.
complicated word.
That's a wow. God, Japanese is insane.
It's incredible language.
Incredible language.
And the white trash in
white trash.
Natick would never be able to
Understand it. Not like
appreciate it.
So that we can understand.
Speaking of sushi, I'm pretty hungry. I didn't really have breakfast this morning.
You didn't have breakfast?
No.
So my bagel. Do you remember me telling you that my bagel was like thick? All right.
What?
Kyle's got one thick
I
bagel.
had a thicky bagel. The reason it was thick because
Was it a quickie thicky?
it was
I'm sorry?
a quickie thicky. That's what they called me in college.
You're not fucking.
Whatever. But so take the bagel, right? And I put the bagel into the bagel cutter, and I cut the bagel. Like, the bagel cutter, like the.
Wait, you have a specialized device to cut bagels in your own home.
Yeah.
You must eat a lot of bagels.
Well, the bagel cutter thing. Like it's like the thing that goes. You put the bagel in the slot, and then you push
goes,
down
no.
the thing.
I mean, if people have grapefruit spoons, I could see it.
All right. Well, I have a bagel cutter.
Okay, whatever.
I think people have bagel cutters, and
I just use
the
a
thing
knife.
is, the cutter like didn't cut down the middle of the bagel, kind of cut off to the side, so I got one half of the bagel that was really thin, and then the thicky boy. So I ate the thicky boy because those are more delicious, and yeah, but
I don't think I'm really understanding what you're saying.
Yeah.
So you cut a bagel in half.
Yeah.
But it wasn't an even slice.
no,
So what did you
I ate the thicky boy.
But did you eat the thin slice? Ting tong.
did you eat?
Yeah, I ate the thin slice.
You ate both. I'm sorry. This is.
Can I just comment on one thing? Are you Jewish?
I am Jewish, yes.
Okay, these two, Josh and Gabe, you are also Jewish, yes?
We were all Jewish.
Yes.
Okay. Tyler is the only one with a specialized bagel cutter.
Yeah. Where are you getting your?
I just use a bread knife to cut my bagels.
The thing is, real Jews would never spend the money on specialized bread cutter.
Yeah. Okay.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
We'd make do with what we had. In the desert, did they have bagel cutters? No.
They cut the bagels with whatever,
With sand.
They
Yeah.
cut it with sand.
That's how Moses would have wanted it. You're defying Moses with your specialized bagel.
No, fucking
cutter.
Moses, like, he parted the seas, right? You
Yeah.
just fucking part the bagel.
Yeah. Bro, I'm like Moses.
I'm parting the bagel. with my-
Maybe that's what the actual story means.
No,
It's just
the sea is just one big bagel.
oh yeah, it's true.
Right, you're supposed to interpret the Torah however you want, and that's how I choose to interpret it.
Interpret as the bagel.
The
The
Ritz-
bagel was the sea, and the poppy seeds were the people.
Oh my god! You have to
Part the
part
the
the
bagel-
red
bagel.
seed so your poppy seed people can
Can go
transcend.
What kind of fucking bagel's red?
strawberry bagel.
Is that a thing?
Blueberry bagels are pretty good
Really?
as well.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Chocolate chip bagels. I like chocolate chip bagels.
Never had one.
Never had one either.
I've never had
That's
one.
so weird.
I mean, I just like what meal do you think has the best food? Breakfast, lunch, or dinner?
People do say breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
I don't believe that though.
I like lunch, right? Because it leaves a lot of options open. You can have something really light, or you can have something heavy.
Yeah,
That's
true.
a good point.
I don't know. It's probably either breakfast or like when I go out to breakfast and I eat like a big breakfast, I'm full for the whole day. Do you relate with that?
I don't.
It's like if I have a I go to breakfast and
Give me an example.
Like if I don't know, if I go to like brunch at let's say 10 and I have order something from a breakfast place,
Right.
it's usually bigger than you would normally eat on a normal morning.
Well, that's because it's brunch and
Yeah.
not breakfast.
But I'm still full at dinner time.
Are you serious?
It's just something about having breakfast fills me up so much.
I actually understand that.
Yeah.
Breakfast, I have no appetite.
Pardon?
Yeah.
The
whole last 5 minutes, I really know what
Okay. I'll translate everything I said in the last 5 minutes. Jigum jigum gokon suki kajai sugi no suyo matsu ramatsu hudamatsu kuntum suru yabrukojin burgoji pipe shungan no guindai pogni pogna jokin josuke.
Oh! That's why he's the best.
That makes it so much clearer.
That's why
Yeah.
he's the best. Yeah.
So
yeah.
I mean, the thing about like breakfast filling you up, does that solidify its place as the most important meal of the day?
Okay, so let's weigh the pros and cons here. So the pros: breakfast. It starts off your day. If you're gonna go to school later,
We haven't eaten for like 8 hours because you've been sleeping.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the that's why they call it the break fast.
It's the great equalizer.
It's the break fast because you've been fasting all night, and that's when you break the fast when you're eating it in the morning. Breakfast.
Jewish, and that's why bagels are
So filling.
are Jewish. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Anyway, let's weigh the cons. So a lot of people don't eat breakfast before they go to school.
Yeah.
And everyone's always saying, eat a nutritious breakfast. You'll do better during the day.
Yeah.
And I think that's the main reason why people say it's the most important meal of the day.
Yeah. Because, I don't know, on days where I don't eat breakfast,
Right.
I end up feeling a lot more tired, right?
Yeah.
You don't get the energy kick in the beginning
Yeah.
of the day.
But if I do eat breakfast, I feel sluggish for like the next hour or two because I have no appetite during breakfast, right?
Yeah.
So you're basically forcing food down, and that
Yeah.
makes you more tired.
I absolutely hate breakfast for that reason.
Okay.
If I eat breakfast at like 7 or 8, right, that's perfectly fine. But since it's school, I have to eat it at like 6:30, and I wake up at 6, so my stomach is not ready to handle that influx of food.
I have to wait probably an hour and a half or 2 hours until I get hungry in the morning. And that I usually just have like a cup of coffee and like a banana.
It's a struggle, man.
Well, as one Punch
Like,
Man once said, a banana in the morning is fine.
Yeah.
Thank you.
America.
Is your breakfast on like a Saturday or Sunday? How is that different from your breakfast on a school day?
I'll have a full meal on a Saturday, Sunday, because I wake up at 8 o'clock, let's say, and then I don't
On
eat.
a Saturday or Sunday?
Yeah, probably. And then I don't eat for another hour and a half or 2 hours. I don't eat till 10 o'clock. And I make myself like a full breakfast.
You see, that's the difference between Jewish parents and Asian parents, right? Asian parents, they'll wake you up at 6, go like, it's time to wake up! It's time to wake up! You have to go to school tomorrow! And I'm like, it's fucking Saturday! You go to school, right? So I was like, the fuck? Anyway, so they'll wake me up at 6, right? And they'll tell me to eat breakfast. And I'm like, it's fucking Saturday. I want to eat breakfast at 8, right? I want to eat my breakfast slowly and get some energy for the day.
I agree.
They'll force feed me.
They'll
This is
lay
what
on your back, and they'll put it down your throat, and of course they have to massage the throat
Yeah.
to make sure the food digests.
That's why Asians are so good at massages, right?
Obviously,
Big facts.
because they have to massage their children's throats.
Exactly.
We've learned a lot today.
Like my breakfast.
America.
I'm cultured.
Like-
I took a Spanish class for 2 years.
For like years, my breakfast every morning before school has been like the same waffle, same Eggo waffle.
You've made that last for years?
One Eggo waffle. I eat one square a day.
Why don't we talk about like what do you usually eat for breakfast? What's like your go-to?
Okay,
Your
this
main.
is what I was saying. So before school, it's either cereal or waffle, right?
Can
And
I
I've had that
please
for-
get a waffle?
And I've had that for like years.
Right.
I used to eat more during breakfast. Like when I was like in elementary school, I would have like oatmeal and a waffle. It was insane. But like now on weekends.
Oh my god, oatmeal and a waffle.
Okay.
That's so much.
That's insane. That's insane.
Now on a weekend, I wake up at like 11:30, and I just have cereal, and then I eat lunch an hour later.
Usually, if it's a school day, I'll have a cup of coffee and a bowl of Raisin Bran. Raisin Bran's, it's my go-to cereal. It's my it's just always been there.
This podcast,
America.
This
America.
podcast
America.
sponsored by Raisin Bran. Come on, let's.
Shh. We're sponsored by Green Beans.
Green beans.
I love green beans.
We're
My favorite way to start a.
You cannot go promoting other brands when we are sponsored by Green Beans.
Even if
I'm
it's
very
Raisin
sorry.
Brand. Can't.
Yeah.
That's a brand.
Alright.
Raisin Brand is a brand.
Anyway, yeah. If it's a weekend, I have a Belgian waffle maker, so I'll usually make some waffles if I'm up to it.
Fuck, I'm
You
gonna. Me? I usually have what's left from dinner last night, right? Because
That's strange.
yeah. I mean, thanks, Sally.
You're weird. You're a crazy person.
Crazy.
We tend to make a lot of food, right? Just because we don't feel like making breakfast.
Okay.
So we don't usually buy cereal. We just make a bunch during dinner, and we just fucking eat whatever's left.
Yeah.
So some days I'll have like goulash in the morning.
Oh yeah.
Could you translate, please?
Yeah.
That's
Translate.
Goulash is goulash. It's
Yeah.
It's a fucking European thing.
Could you translate, please? Because I don't.
Translate.
All those middle words that I didn't know.
To the boy and fat the man.
Oh,
Okay.
I think he like
Goulash.
words of wisdom.
You know, we're kind of running out of time here.
Alright.
Why don't we
dang.
transition into what's Irking Tyler?
All right,
So
we have to move on.
yeah.
I gotta get angry now.
You gotta
so.
get mad. Let's. I'm gonna poke you in the face.
All right,
I'm also gonna poke you in the
All right,
face.
3, 2, 1.
What is Irking Tyler?
Yes. Wow. Oh, I'm so angry. All right. What is irking me today, Gabe? I'm mad at you today. I'm really mad at you.
You're mad at me?
I'm mad at you because I've noticed this about you, and it's like this. It's been like this, but you're very frank. And for people who don't know, frank means when someone is frank, it's just
Who's frank?
they say what they mean and they don't say anything else.
You got a
You are too truthful, Gabe.
you got a problem with my truth?
Yeah. There's some times where it's like, sometimes like during, I don't know, like let's say during improv club, we'll say like, sometimes you just say what's on your mind. You know, just call someone shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm really mad at you.
I see how it is.
Yeah.
Well,
Let's
put
go.
him up right now, mister. Let's
Alright.
let's fight. Right now, come on. Take
No.
off your shirt.
No.
Let's fight.
Nah.
Take off your shirt anyway.
Yeah, I
No.
I just want you to take
I
off.
can't.
Yeah, take
No.
off your shirt.
Okay, I'm gonna respond to this because I
Yeah.
feel like this is
Rebuttal.
you're really mad at me right now.
I'm livid,
As they say.
as they say in
Okay. I believe
New Jersey, right?
here's-
Say that?
Yeah. Yes, dude, they say that in New Jersey.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
what. Yeah, I get it.
So I'm gonna respond to that. I'm gonna defend myself.
Mhm.
I think it's really important to say what's on your mind,
Yeah.
and that it doesn't matter as much how what people think of that. If you have a problem with someone, it's much healthier to just speak your mind and say what the problem is, because otherwise it builds up, and if you never express what you mean, at some point it's just gonna break out in one big burst, and it's gonna be all the more harmful to the person that you have a problem with.
I mean, I see that, but you could just
I don't.
you could just let it out in a controlled manner and
Yeah.
I feel like the way you voice things, you're just extremely upfront. You could pad it a little bit, you know?
I agree.
I don't feel the need to. Shouldn't if I really have a problem with someone, don't they have the right to know? They have the right to know that I'm really mad at them. Let's say someone, oh man, they're wearing the same shoes as me. Can't have that.
No.
You
No.
punch. Listen, what you do? You punch them in the face. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's the only way that I can really speak my mind, is to let them know how mad I am.
America.
America.
And that's how.
New Jersey.
And that's why people are named Frank. Gabe, I'm less mad at you.
No, actually,
Hey,
wait.
What?
I just
What?
I-
Let's save it for later, shall we? Okay.
We'll
Well,
have this discussion another time.
we'll have this discussion another time. All right. So it's fine. It's time for our final segment, and this segment is called segments.
Reading stuff from a random source. Listen in to segments.
all right.
All right. Let's
So I will be directing this week's segment of segments. And a while ago, my grandmother is graciously will be gifting me her car for my 16th birthday. I'm very excited.
America.
America.
Um,
America.
I'm really excited for that. And I wanted to perform this modification on it, where you install a second horn under the hood,
I see.
feed that through the car, and then hook that up to a sound chip. And then you could put any sound bite you want on that sound chip.
Could you do that in English, please?
Yeah.
Some.
Wait, Yuki, could you translate that for
Yeah.
us?
Yes, of course. Jingle jangle dingle dangle. Donkey Kong Kinky Dong.
You're just,
Oh, okay.
Speaking words
Okay,
of wisdom all day.
Thank
Yeah,
God,
but,
I know what you're trying to
So
say.
yeah, just let's hear
Yeah,
it.
so basically how it works is you have some buttons on the console, and depending on which button you press, it activates a different sound bite. And I was making a list of different sound bites that I want to have in my car horn.
I've
So,
actually seen that before. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Thanks.
Can I punctuate the humor of each one with a harmonica?
Sure.
Yeah.
La Cucaracha. Pretty self-explanatory, classic car horn sound. The Curb Your Enthusiasm theme. That would work.
Okay, that's enough.
That'll be a good time in traffic. The entirety of the Declaration of Independence.
Of course. What? America.
America.
Wait, quick question. Are you gonna? Because there's no recording of someone saying the declaration. Are you gonna record the Declaration of Independence with your own voice and say it.
I feel like that's how you do it.
I also think that the Gettysburg Address is more funny. That's a good one.
You think the Gettysburg Address is funnier than the
No,
Declaration?
I'll put it on the list. Put it on the list.
Okay.
Despacito. Definitely self-explanatory.
Yes, definitely.
America.
America.
The entirety of The Old Man in the Sea, the book, just the audio book of that, just the whole thing.
That's beautiful.
And then I
you
feel
have to
like
spread literature to the people.
To the people.
The
feel like,
uncultured masses.
yeah,
the swine in the streets.
this one would actually work very well. Unchecked item in baggage area.
Like, oh, we have a spill on aisle 4.
I feel like that one I'd actually add to.
Yeah.
I can get out of my parking spot. Unchecked
please,
item baggage area.
please tell me that like if you're ever going through a toll booth, you'll just like use that.
No, idea.
Oh,
You
yeah.
should connect like something to the key fob, so when you like lock it, it's just like.
That's I'll figure that out.
Right,
We're gonna work with
You know,
that.
when you're trying to find your car in the parking lot, you hit the button, it's like, yo, I'm over here. Hey.
Also, change the car alarm, right? So if someone's trying to take your car, right, have it say "fuck you" over and over again.
Yo, get the heck out of here.
Yo.
Man.
All right.
All good ideas. All good ideas.
Okay, so we've run out of time here. I'm gonna have Yuki take us out because he's our guest. So Yuki, you can just go ahead and whisper any words of wisdom you want in the mic, and
All right.
we'll take us out.
Real talk. It has been an amazing pleasure to be with you guys.
Thank you.
I've
Thank
had so
you.
much fun.
Give me America.
Thanks. Yeah, America. Yeah. I don't know. To summarize what I've said during the entirety of this podcast,
Yeah.
it would be Cinco.
Oh,
Yeah.
that
Beautiful.
New Jersey. Wow. All right. Well, yeah.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, Yuki. It's been a pleasure.
Anyway.
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure.
And before I go, I
Oh.
just want to compliment Tyler on his shirt. It's a very nice day. I like it.
I have triangles. Yeah, triangles.
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah,
Been a
been a
pleasure.
pleasure.